If you aren't using an AI coding assistant today, you're falling behind the curve. It is a baseline requirement for staying competitive. We all want the reasoning power of frontier models like Claude 3.5 Sonnet or Opus looking over our shoulder. But we are also drowning in subscription fatigue. This comparison table breaks down the actual cost burn rate over a year. A standard Copilot or Cursor subscription runs about $240 annually. But if you hit the Claude Opus API directly for heavy daily coding, you will easily burn through $3,000 a year. On the far right is the open source hybrid stack, sitting at exactly $0. To get that $0 price tag, we have to be honest. There is no magic one-click free app that perfectly matches Cursor right out of the box. Taking the open source path requires getting your hands dirty. You will edit JSON configuration files, manage multiple API keys, and run terminal commands to spin up local servers. The question we have to answer is whether the upfront friction of configuring local models and API routers actually pays off in the long run. To get 99% of premium capabilities for $0, you must stop treating AI as a single monolithic app. You have to break it apart and rebuild it as specialized modular layers. As you can see in this visualization, the first pillar of this stack is the autocomplete layer. Structurally, this is fill in the middle. To build this, you install an engine like Ollama, pulling down a small, specialized local model. Qwen 2.5 Coder is an excellent choice for this task. Next, you wire that local model into your IDE using free extensions like Continue or 20. You now have offline, zero-latency code suggestions, feeding directly into your editor, handling single and multi-line completions. Because this runs locally, it consumes your machine's CPU and GPU resources. These smaller models also hit a wall when you ask them to reason across multiple files or write complex architecture. There is a strict configuration rule when setting this up. If your model has a thinking mode, you must turn it off for the autocomplete layer. Autocomplete relies entirely on raw processing speed. The delay created by a reasoning model generating its thought process breaks the immediate feedback loop required to actually help you type. This split screen divides our workflow. We have local autocomplete on one side and Pillar 2 on the other, the Cloud Agentic Planning layer. Zooming into the Cloud flowchart, you power it by gathering free API keys from aggregators like OpenRouter or Google AI Studio. You plug those keys into an extension like RuCode. Then you map specific models to specialized jobs, assigning one model to the architect mode, another to debug, and another to code. This setup gives you direct access to heavyweight models like Llama 3.3, DeepSeek R1, and Gemini Flash. You can execute massive refactoring tasks without paying a cent. Cautionary: the catch to using free cloud tiers is hitting third-party rate limits. Often you are capped at around 20 requests per minute before the server cuts you off. When you hit that wall, you have to manually open your settings and switch your active profile to a different free model to distribute the request load. Configuring this layer turns you into an AI project manager. You effectively delegate all the heavy logic to the cloud, bypassing the Anthropic or OpenAI subscription fees completely. If you spend a lot of time in the terminal, there is a hybrid workaround, hijacking Anthropic's official Claude Code CLI tool. This data flow diagram shows the exact mechanism. You open the Claude CLI settings.json file and edit the base URL. The request is intercepted and rerouted away from Anthropic, landing on OpenRouter's free tier instead. By doing this, you lose native Claude-specific features. Because the free models have smaller context windows, the quality drops noticeably during large multi-file refactors. Some developers want to avoid this manual routing entirely. They look for an all-in-one open-source alternative to Cursor. That brings us to Void, a dedicated fork of VS Code built specifically to provide that unified experience without the API gymnastics. But Void currently has a fatal flaw. Based on recent data from their repository, its development is completely paused. Running a paused IDE means accepting delayed security updates and broken features. Sticking with actively maintained modular extensions is a much safer bet than waiting for a perfect free clone. Building a modular AI stack gives you absolute control and massive financial savings. The price you pay is a fragmented workflow. This quadrant chart plots effort on the x-axis against cost efficiency on the y-axis, helping you map these configurations to your specific constraints. First is the plug-and-play developer. If your time is heavily constrained and you despise editing config files, this modular setup isn't for you. As shown in the bottom left quadrant, your best move is to pay the high cost of a cursor subscription and focus purely on writing code. Next is the privacy or enterprise coder. If your proprietary code absolutely cannot leave your local machine, you need to use tools like Tabby or Continue, paired strictly with local Llama models. You won't have Opus-level reasoning power on a consumer GPU, but your intellectual property remains completely secure. Finally, the cost-optimizing tinkerer lands in the top right quadrant, the sweet spot. This sweet spot requires about 30 minutes of initial setup. Once running, it is the definitive, proven way to beat the subscription trap. You no longer need a $20 monthly subscription to code with state-of-the-art AI. You just have to decide whether you are paying with your wallet or paying with your time.